All right, it has been a while, but we have some very interesting progressions in the business. And going into next year, I mean, Lord, I just keep seeing 28, you know? Like, I literally look at this dollar bill and, you know, see it everywhere at this point. It's a B2, but still, the B looks like a 8. You get the point. So essentially what we're looking to do is we're going to build a construction network. And this network is going to leverage both private money lenders and a pool that will be raised by the sale of memberships. So we're gonna raise a good amount of capital with this. And I'm very confident given the network that, connections I've made in Miami have. So, you know, as far as execution, we need to make sure that we're prepared because January, I expect to be a month. I'm going to meet a lot of new people. So I need to have a very concise way of explaining exactly what I do, exactly the benefit, and also I need to have material that I can pass off to people so they can better understand things. Because some people are auditory learners, some people need to see things, and some people need to actually navigate things to figure things out. So it is what it is. That is what we'll be working on. And just to kind of explain the absence, I mean it's it's personal. Death of a pet, 19 years, long time. So obviously it was a time that I spent with the family, and you know, it's I mean I'm in an 11 personal year, so it's what's to be expected. It was right before Christmas. So spent a lot of time with the family and then figuring things out as far as how to make more money. Just given Uber is great if you have absolutely nothing, but it is by no means a way of making a living and just a living because, just making it enough to survive is not enough. Definitely not. Not for what we got planned. So essentially what we're looking at doing is I think the best way to go about, you know, putting about the project is obviously we got big names behind it, but the way that we, have value is we're going to have private money lenders who are already going to be part of the project. So we'll look to have a few people pledge, you know, we will aim for some big numbers. I will tell you it'll be more than 8 figures. Um, and we'll see how much we can get pledged for construction loans. So this will be for connecting builders, contractors, private money lenders, everybody involved in the industry all in one place, decentralized. Obviously, there's a central head that operates things, but you can come and go as you want. You can sell your membership, recoup your investment, and obviously, you're going to want to join for your own enterprise purposes. And there's, from what I understand, it's like 70 it is either 70 or 700,000 companies. So regardless, we're only going to have a project that has probably like 5,300 NFT memberships, and it'll be exclusive, as more people come in to replace those who are retiring, more people will begin to adopt this technology, and, you know, admission to this group will become more and more coveted. Because the thing is also, when we have this pool of capital that we're utilizing, we're going to, inject capital back from the interest that we gain on the loans we give out to the people involved in the group. So the goal is to grow this capital pool, outpace inflation, and scale it to something that can grow and build some big things, some really big things, some cities. That is the end goal. Honestly, I want to say cities around the world, but the world is becoming a more and more turbulent place. So we'll see as the landscape ever evolves. But it is exciting to see certain people come back into power. Let's talk about Trump, baby. Oh, it is going to be a good year next year. I tell you that. Like, it's so crazy how all of this has aligned. I came up with this idea like 2022, I would say, in 22nd, as far as the day I'm born. And, you know, with the market that was at the time, I was like, all right, should I do the project? Should I hold off? And I chose to hold off. And I was honestly the smarter player. Could I have done it? I don't know. We won't even think on it. We are in the timeline that we waited, and Now we are at the point where we're about to enter Year of the Snake. So as soon as that snake year hits, we're going to get some partnerships in place and we will have things operational. And that will be the first project. And it's such an interesting project because it provides value to so many people. You know, people are the most important thing in the world. I'll tell you that. Just to update y'all, we was making some money. This ain't a lot. It's like $200 right here. But made some money cleaning windows. First door I knocked. They said yes. And honestly, it's funny. Like I ended up with 200. I asked for 80. What did I tell y'all about the number 28, bro? It's following me. Like that's freaking crazy. But first door I knocked. Blue collar is where it's at, my people. Like all y'all people talking about the internet, talking about you gotta make money, drop shipping, e-commerce, all this shit on your phone, all consumer stuff for, let's be honest, people who don't make a lot of money. If you invest in, essentials that is used by everybody or used by people who do have money, you will be much better off. And there is about 10% of the small to medium-sized businesses that are essential services, whether that's construction, cleaning, landscaping. There's a whole list. And you got to understand 40% of these businesses are owned by people over the age of 60. So you have a very good opportunity to be able to buy these businesses from these people who want to keep their business alive. Some of these people don't have kids to take it over. Their kids don't want to take it over, and they don't have an employee that they want to take it over. So they don't know what to do. They want to make sure it's left in good hands. So position yourself to align with these people. Show them that you're somebody who can not only carry on their business, but grow their business. And you have the opportunity to be able to buy businesses, not just one, but left and right. And that is where the money is at. We are going to be also doing one of these projects. This will most likely be towards the end of the year. We're going to focus solely on the construction though, because again, like I mentioned, focus is like surface area where, force is like willpower. So, as far as the pressure that you want a single point, if you really want to get something done, full power, you got to have extremely centered focus. And if you're navigating between all these different things, it's you're going to divert energy that can be used otherwise towards a single goal. So the construction is definitely the major play. We should be able to launch that before my birthday, August 22nd. So I'm gonna figure out when we're gonna actually launch, but I need to get as much as possible done by January 29th. So definitely presentation stuff, material, explanations, just knowing how to talk and entertain the people while I'm talking. And then on top of this, getting all the software ready. Because I want to have working models. Obviously, we can have people come in to help clean things up. And I do have a plan for actually doing that where I'm looking at, I pretty much bought $35 worth of cleaning equipment, but I got paid $200 clean. Now I hired my brother to also help with that. And I paid him it was $25.10. I had to make sure I added to him 8 because I originally told him 25. But my pitch was pretty simple, but it was pretty easy job. It took a little longer than I anticipated, but for the first job, it was pretty easy, $200, and it was faster than what I'd done with Uber. It was interesting too because I bought $35 worth of equipment from Lowe's, and with the money, it not only allowed me to pay my brother well the way he makes at Publix, I was able to buy the equipment and then still be able to pocket profit on it. So, you know, it's a pretty easy business. It's very straightforward. Rich people need it. Poor people wouldn't really care about it, but who knows? Honestly, we can test things out, but honestly, I like knocking the more prominent areas. I do need to work on skill set though, as far as like if we were to go somewhere like Ashley, right? Because you're dealing with some like really rich areas. Obviously, you want to show up and look professional and be professional. So we can start around the area, and there's plenty of quote unquote turf for me to cover. Obviously, there are going to be some no soliciting neighborhoods, but there's places even just along the street that I can knock. So I'm gonna be getting on that, and that should be a pretty easy way to stack some cash. I do. How many of these would I need to do? I would need to do like if I did two of these a day. Let's do the math real quick. Let's say I were 6 hours. I only get paid 35 an hour. I can honestly charge more than that, but that's 210. Golly. So pretty much 6 hours, I would put that probably at about, like 24 pains. So we'll say divided by 24. So like 875 a pain. We can get good at this. I'm good at business. I know I'm good at business. I just haven't even like really tried. As bad as that sounds. Like, I don't know. Like I did knock a few doors. I remember like when I was living in an apartment to take out people's trash because I used to hate doing that shit, but like I was like, fuck, if I get paid to do it, then he's making no money during COVID. So knock doors around the apartment complex. I got like one guy to do it. And I fucked up. I was just in such a bad state, bro. And I pretty much just, I let his garbage out for a couple of days, and it was like, I ain't over it. But you know, that's the thing. You have to exceed people's expectations. So it's a funny story looking back. That was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe 4, 5, something around there. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna see what we can put together. I can put together a Craigslist post, pretty much just asking somebody, hey, 15, 20, $25. I can throw bonuses depending on how they're good, how good they are. And you know, just hire them to clean. I knock, set up the jobs, they help execute. We get in a lot of deals. Because like if I paid somebody, let's say, hold on, I had this written down. And I seriously need to God damn. Holy, that shit is something I'm about to tell you. All right. Okay. So like $5.30 a penny. Actually just call it 5.50 regular. Actually, I like that number better. So it's damn. I could have said 100. I had the number. I had the right number in my head. I played myself. It's okay though. My next job that I landed, which was I think it was the fifth door that I knocked. Or hold up, I knocked one, two, three, walked up to them four, so five, so six door, six person I talked to. There's still other people to talk to, obviously, but yeah. So I asked for 80 on the second deal that I'm gonna go do tomorrow. So we'll be up to do that. I'll probably get that done like early in the morning. And yeah. Also, I was crafty with it because the first person I did the windows for, the ladies were like, hey, if you can do the driveway and you can get things cleaned off like the garage door to pressure wash the front, we'll pay you to do that. And then literally somebody else that I talked to and asked about the windows, they had said, oh, I'd actually just done this a couple months ago. I pressure washed them. So I was like, yo, can I borrow that pressure washer? I'll, rent it from you. Just let me know what you charge. And they were like, you borrow it for free. So I was like, say less. So I get to borrow that, get paid to pressure wash it. And that's a service that people charge anywhere from $100 to $300 to do. So, I don't know how long it would take. I would say probably like 4 or 5 hours to really get it like good. Because I'm a dude all about quality. I love quality, and I think many of the other people around me probably like quality too. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, we got some work to do, and this is quite interesting because I can literally just be a connector. Like I like this, and once I get good at setting up, enough routes, I just become the blue collar guy, and I'm sure I can find some retiring boomers right here, my own backyard. So that'll be interesting because I definitely do need to build a network with people in the industry that we can partner with. But um, but yeah, like I said, construction first. We gonna help build America. This is gonna be some interesting fucking shit. I'm excited about this one. Can't say enough. But I think I'm gonna call it here. With that being said, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.